Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 588 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Taco Mald, and today we're talking Brazil. I would not dare do it without Nate Ostendorp,
Howdy.
Chris Devona,
Hi.
Rob Roseboom.
Hola.
Oh, wait, I bet here I am, JH, or RM. There you go. The ghost in the machine. Ghost in the machine.
What's the line? I don't think I have talent with computers. I'm good with computers. It's like
Computers are my forte.
Computers are my forte.
All my forte.
All right, so I watched this movie like maybe twice as a kid. It always weirded me out like way too much because like I always had the Python connection to it. And but it's not Python. This is Gilliam now flexing his full muscle. Everything before this is like Gilliam getting ready, and then he gives this, which I would probably still say is his best movie.
Well, didn't he do 12 Monkeys?
He did, and that would be my other.
I'd have to say, Brazil.
For me, I would say Fisher King.
Yeah, I was going to say this one, Fisher King and 12 Monkeys. Like,
I've never seen Fisher King.
Fisher King.
I heard it's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a fail. Party foul. But this is the movie where I think his aesthetic is locked down. Have you guys seen Zero Theorem? That was like his last like movie like this. Don Quixote isn't really a dystopia like this, but Zero Theorem has got a lot of just like the same thing. But like his thing in this, and then in 12 Monkeys, and in Zero Theorem, he's just got it. Like it's a look, it's a style, it's everything. And
for sure,
I just love it.
For me, I think Brazil needs a good editor.
So
I think Brazil could be an hour shorter and be a fantastic movie.
Well, it was a long movie. One thing I'll say, this is the first time I had watched the 2 hour 20-minute cut, which has a much longer ending than the DVD I had in college. And so I would say it did not make me like this movie more, having an extra 30 minutes basically put on the end.
Yeah.
Where did it cut in the original DVD?
There is
Well, we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, like what? And our notes are actually a lot more sparse towards the last. Yeah. Like after about 1:45.
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of the I think director cut type footage.
Well, and also that's kind of the line where the movie really switches to. I mean, I'm not going to say horror. But it switches from an absurd tone to a really gross out, scary tone.
Yeah.
But let's see here. What do we got? I'm going to get my mouse in the right window. And we'll jump back to our first note.
I want to talk to you about ducts. Do your ducts seem old-fashioned, out of date?
That's fine.
Yes.
I just wanted to say this. I know it's the opening scene of the movie. It's where everyone comes into Brazil. But I probably have said, I'd like to talk to you about ducts like a million times because of this dumb movie. So it's like, this is where Brazil lives in my head. It's all about the ductwork, man.
And ducts are a consistent theme.
Yeah.
There are ducts everywhere.
It's a duct-based technology. Like we talk about cyberpunk, we talk about all these different areas. This is duct punk.
This is one of those rare movies where I would say at least half of it is the production around it, the stuff hanging on the walls. At least half of the enjoyment you get out of this movie isn't words. It's the way it looks, the stuff hanging around, the little stuff.
I mean, this shot right here, you have his TV tube computer, you have his ridiculous phone, and on the poster behind him, loose talk is noose talk.
Yep.
Like,
And this is basically every frame of the movie is cluttered up this way. And it's beautiful in a horrifying way, I guess.
I think, in watching this, I wonder if there's a scene without a duct, like somewhere on the frame, like there's always a duct or multiple ducts,
So many ducks.
Ducks.
Working class
ducks. Up top ducts.
That's right.
Bottom ducts, side ducts, TV ducts,
all kinds of ducks for sale. So
there's a lot of duck going on.
This is the abduction sequence, which is scary. They take
it's horrifying.
And those jackets that they put people in with just the little face slit, that is scary. But also I think I might have been a little bit ahead. The how they just cut the hole through the floor. The manhole slides down. They do that several times.
Our militarized police system is at least 5 years away from floor cutting technology,
right?
To make those types of entrances.
Other than that, in the paperwork, this isn't much different than a no-knock warrant.
I love the transition, and it's just so British. Like I love the transition from the abduction to like, here's your receipt. Like, we're following all the procedures here. Like,
it's the RBCZ stroke 97 stroke X form.
Yeah. And I don't know that I tagged it, but I absolutely adore that this is a thing that happens so often that they have dudes who come with a manhole cover to put over top of the hole.
Yep.
Yeah. This is just how Brazil works.
Well, we don't make mistakes.
We don't make mistakes, and then it falls through.
They've gone back to metric on us again.
They've gone back to metric. So I agree with you, Rob, wholeheartedly. This movie lives and dies by its production value. But there are some great lines. That might be my favorite.
For sure.
It's definitely not a movie about the story. It's about the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
I love this scene with the records room.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I was thinking about other movies that have the mail room aesthetic, and I kept coming back to Hudsucker Proxy. But there's a few of them, like this concept here, and I don't know where the version of this is, but like the bustling room. I think there's a version of this like in the most recent Harry Potter, the Beasts movie.
Oh, Gringotts. Yeah. Well, Gringotts was like this. This was like this. I think a desk set had stuff like this. A lot of the old 50s slapsticks, they would have all the desks of all the dictaphone listening women and
to a certain extent, maybe even like John Wick. But like
John Wick's got this.
And John Wick also has a lot of tubes, right? It's got some duct type technology happening.
Although it was at least forwarded to the point where they had Commodore 64s instead of typewriters on televisions.
I love this bit too. How as soon as he goes back into his office, everyone immediately stops working and watching TV.
Yeah.
It's all the same station. They're all watching. It's like a camaraderie. It's esprit de corps right here.
That's right. So team building
and ducks everywhere.
And ductworks and those projection screens in front of every tube
with the Fresnel lenses.
Yeah. That's a weird choice, man. And like the thing is, I don't think that you can get away with that in any other movie ever again. Because this movie just kind of owns that, and it's cool.
One thing I wanted to mention is if you go back to 843 and let it play, but you don't have to. It's the Time Bandits music that they use in that scene,
and
for the bang bang and all.
A lot of overlap.
So there's a lot of overlap. All right, so go ahead. Talk about the flying Jonathan Pryce.
I just wanted to note that this flight sequence here is 55 seconds long. and there's like 3 of them.
Yeah,
and
you know, I understand that this is his style too, and he wants to portray, you know, how much daydreaming goes on because this world is so awful and everything. But to be honest with you, I could do without all of it.
And that's another thing that I believe got extended in this director's cut is that I think the deep fantasy sequences got even deeper and longer than they were in the theatrical edit.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
Sure was.
And yeah.
Oh, did I get this one? I just wanted to note that there's a shot where he's messing with these plugs here, and I've been watching a lot of videos on the YouTubes where people are making Euro racks. And I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's just got a little tiny Euro rack in there. He's got there's a shot, I don't know if I tagged it, but he's like messing with all the plugs, and I just adore that.
Yeah, and I know there's ducts in the room, but do the cables count as ducts? The thing I was going to mention in this is just I loved the automated kitchen of the future.
Yep.
It was. I'm like, Wallace and Gromit owes them a little bit of
totally.
Yeah.
My immediate reference to this was the Fifth Element, the Bruce Willis, because it's again it's a tiny. It's supposed to be like a working class apartment.
Yeah. And also the pop out screen like that was very Fifth Element. That was
also
good,
Ian
Holm
in Fifth Element.
Ian Holmes and everything. If you go back to the beginning of this time code here, though, I want to point something out about British society that I've never been able to rectify and explains one of the reasons why I was born in America. So when they make toast, they put them inside these toast cooler racks, and so the toast becomes cold almost immediately. And I've never understood this about the British. All they're doing is they're taking the toast that's nice and warm and tasty and crispy and making it as cold as possible as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, they're
so you can never have truly warm toast.
I'm with you. They're bad people, and their empire.
No, I'm not going to go that far.
Their empire should probably fade.
I think Meghan Markle should have thought about this, before marrying into the family.
So now we get Mike Palin showing up, and it's officially a Python reunion for me. He's probably the reason that I ended up watching this movie multiple times in high school, just because I basically watched The Holy Grail probably 3 times a week through most of high school.
And in terms of movies where Michael Palin has to actually do acting, he's pretty good in this movie.
He plays this kind of smarmy guy, and at the end he's creepy.
Well, I mean, so I don't know if you've ever been to the Stasi Museum. Like everything, there's so much Stasi look and feel and East German stuff going on in this movie.
A lot of
it's really something.
in the Ministry. A lot of the iconography, the signage is all very
it's
very inspired. You can this movie is not subtle. That is one thing it never is.
No. Had the wall fallen by 1985?
No.
No.
Yeah, 89. So there's still 4 years to go.
I love the plastic surgery
it's so
sequences. They are glorious to me.
I feel like Gilliam had a thing. He wanted to say something about plastic surgery, and he carries this through. I mean, I don't know if you guys marked all the different moments, but there's like 5 different moments where like that one woman has like escalating problems.
Complications.
My complications are having some complications.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a metaphor for the society that he's created, right? I mean, everything on the outside looks orderly and nice, but it is a mess underneath,
Yeah.
And it's worth noting that Mona does a great job.
Yep.
Yeah. She's also in Time Bandits. She was in Fear and Loathing. She's like a regular for Gilliam.
Yeah. Gilliam and her, they gel, man. They absolutely gel. Bum, bum, bum. And the hat, the shoe hat, I loved that as a kid.
The shoe hat is fantastic.
It's wonderful.
You know that
more
this
shoe
is,
hats.
You know this is the fancy restaurant just because of the diameter of the ductwork. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't want to go to like a little duct restaurant.
I like that they decorate the ducts with like a little mirrored finish there at the base. I think that it was nice to highlight the duct that way. You know?
I don't know which number. Mother, please. That one. There. That's fine, thanks. Mother, will you please listen to me?
I think it was a second late. He says you have to say the number.
No.
I love that part of this. He knows exactly what he wants. He's like, that one. Say it. Say the number.
So you must say.
Monsieur quel numéro? I don't know which number. That one. There. That's fine, thanks. Will you please listen to me?
You wicked girl.
So that to me, that sequence is the other thing from this movie. It's ductwork and this restaurant sequence with these ladies, the food, the you have to say the number. That is where this movie is for me.
And they have competing philosophies for their plastic surgery doctors. So Katherine Hellman is the knife, and hers, and the woman with the complications is the acid man,
Dr. Chapman.
Dr. Chapman, the acid man.
Rob, did we get yours?
Yeah, there was say the number.
Gotcha.
Say the number.
Say the number.
I wanted you to play the song for like 3 seconds that they play. Hava Nagila Hava.
Royalty-free music,
playing Hava
baby.
Nagila. It's brilliant. I'm just like, they're basically on the deck of the Titanic playing Hava Nagila. I'm like, this is amazing.
Right? While the terrorists are attacking, and it's just so perfect.
And everyone resolutely just goes about their business. Like
soon they bring a privacy partition to set up, so you don't have the people burning 20 feet from you.
And also, that was filmed in the same set that served as Wayne Manor, by the way, in the Batman Begins trilogy. So, yeah.
So now we have to have another dream flying sequence.
All
right. So let's see.
10 seconds more. Sorry.
Which one are we looking for?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong time code. Maybe.
Here's the plugs that just watching him. I'm just like, oh yeah, he's probably adjusting the CV line. He's
getting some loops.
Yeah, needs his oscillator is probably on the fritz. He didn't solder it himself.
No. The whole duct thing, it's so good.
This is a great sequence.
It is the best realized world based on ductwork. You have duct rebels.
Harry Tuttle, heating engineer at your service.
Tuttle.
Harry Tuttle. And
so good.
He gets like third billing in the movie. He's in, I think, just these 2 scenes, maybe like 3.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 scenes, yeah.
The other thing is when he opens the walls and you see like just
every duct.
Yeah, like all of the craziness that is in the walls. And that's kind of another theme is just,
Yep. Underneath great. This plastic surface is just a bunch of garbage.
Yeah. And like it's all breathing and flexing and pooping and it's just great. Look at those glass.
Now they got the whole country sectioned off. You can't make a move without a form.
I just 27B stroke 6 to do anything.
I came in for the action. Get in, get out. A man alone.
Yeah.
That guy knows how to party.
Okay. I want to point something out. So this actually happened, after the Mario Brothers video games had come out, but before the Super Mario Brothers movie starring Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Came
funny
out.
that you said that, because the moment that this comes in, I was like, this is Mario. He is Mario.
This is,
and
he's evil Mario.
You know,
well,
for sure.
it's Wario, right? But you know, he's got the brother.
Yep.
He's got the outfits. He's a plumber.
I really wished that the guy was wearing green, the tall guy. It would have been pretty great.
Been wearing green. It would have been so good.
But
if they had mushrooms somewhere. I don't know. But like, yeah, no, I saw this and I was like, you know what? This is why he did Super Mario Brothers. This is the Mario Brothers. And what killed me about it was a lot of people think Super Mario Brothers was a disaster. It was actually the birth of Hollywood gross versus net accounting. They made a fortune off of Mario Brothers, and none of it was shared in residuals because everyone's residuals were based on the gross and not the net. And so they played all these Hollywood accounting games. And the thing about Super Mario Brothers, the movie, it was sold so much, and as like the standby broadcast video for Cinemax, for HBO, for all these channels that were just appearing, it's like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot to this. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Personally, I just think of Bob Hoskins as just being the Roger Rabbit guy. Like that's for me, that's the only role that I ever.
Long
really
Good Friday.
Him.
That's the movie I should force y'all to watch. Wow,
play for a couple seconds here because I just love the emergence of his car in this scene. It's just, you know,
so adorable.
It's perfect.
And he's like driving past like a tank or something.
Yeah, piece of heavy construction equipment.
Yeah. It's quite the world that he inhabits.
And then the diorama scene.
Wow.
At 4030 with the.
It's so funny.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just like, you know, it looks like you're coming up, and then what?
Yep. It's only a model.
It's only a model. And that's a model of Mellowfield's top security holiday camp. So
the place where everybody wants to go because it's safe. There's no anxiety.
Yeah.
Ray was watching this movie with me, and when we saw the poster that said "Relax in a panic-free atmosphere," she's like, "You could print that in the New York Times today, and people would be signing up for it."
Right?
Yeah.
Fun without suspicion.
Luxury without fear.
Relax in a panic-free atmosphere.
I'm all in. Let's go, guys.
And the kids are arresting their friend.
Yeah.
they're like playing cops and robbers, but I think they mean it.
Yeah. They all just want to be an information retrieval.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Why?
This is, I think, the beginning of the like fantasy scenes that now last for multiple minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, very just, it's all Gilliam now. Like,
yeah.
Well, you know how you know that he's in a bad place? There's less ductwork exposed.
Oh,
it's true.
That's how you can tell. Mm-hmm. I buy this.
And then I do like when he goes in his apartment and Mario has trashed it.
Yeah.
And you see like what happens when they open all the panels and all the ductwork falls out.
What? My God, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's so good.
If the ducts were pipes, then and Goombas were coming out, then all of this really would make sense.
The other thing is his hat with the crazy exaggerated bill.
It's really long.
I would say that is an impressive brim on that hat.
Yeah.
But again, the designers of this, the set designers, the costume designers, the makeup designers, this entire movie is just like a bunch of really talented, weird artists flexing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't get to do a lot of this sort of thing. Most of the time, you just kind of make boring rom-coms and like you're going to wear a cardigan. Ugh, another one of these.
So this one I thought was particularly bad because like they clearly just have a cardboard shadow and he's kind of pretending to fight with the big, samurai evil guy, but you've got like 30 seconds of him basically shadow fencing.
I feel like there's a very similar shot in Jabberwocky and in Fisher King. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah,
I can't let that go much longer.
You should stutter through it.
What's her line? Her line about this is something like, he's like, "You're really late," and she's like, "Yeah, we got a backlog," but the reply is already paid for. So
yeah, it's reply paid.
Reply paid.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
That was even Nate's note.
Where did this come from?
Where's your invitation?
Tough environment.
Yeah, it is tough.
They really know how to keep the lower class in its place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Wow.
This is the scene where the two plastic surgeons face off, and I love their little bickering. If you can play a few seconds.
Nice effect, but highly unstable. In 6 months, she'll look like Grandma Moses.
I'll see here, chap.
Well, and you know who the one on the left is? It's Jim Broadbent.
Yeah.
You know, who's been in everything. Yeah. I mean, dude. He's been working longer than we've all been alive. He was in Hot Fuzz.
Who was it? If you were in Britain when they were filming Hot Fuzz, you got to be in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I guess. It's so good.
That's a great one.
He's been in Doctor Who probably more than some of the doctors have.
Is that cocaine? Is he writing in cocaine?
No,
Talc.
It's like talc, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is after he's helped him go to the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, the thing is, the "Here I Am JH" thing and the way he uses it in the elevator later, it's just always something that stuck with me from this movie. And like, whenever I get to a computer and there's a password prompt, I'm like, yeah, I should put in "Here I Am JH." Yeah. So.
I just got a warning from the YouTube telling me that they've detected copyrighted audio and video already. Like they do it in real time now. So I guess.
Whoa! Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. My colleagues, they're on it.
They are on it. Our clearly fair use of this content is definitely worth everybody's time.
This I just liked as a contrast to the records room. You've got your sort of sinister marble hallways, and then him saying, well, I could be anyone. No, you couldn't, sir. Yeah. This is information retrieval.
Yeah. This is in very stark contrast. This is the no duct zone. Presumably in this zone,
true.
The ducts like go around. They're not welcome here.
Oh, his office. Yeah. The way it shares the desk.
And the line after this is, "We've got a crack team of decision makers."
I don't want to let it run anymore. This sequence is really well done. This feels like even like a Wes Anderson thing or something. Like the walk and talk with the people yakking. It's a well done sequence. That's the thing, man. For all the flaws in something like this, even in this director's cut, there's some competent filmmaking going on here. A-game stuff.
I love that there's half a poster.
Yep. see if I can get that. There it is. The ministry just cropped right off. Cool. Thanks. And then his books keep getting knocked over because they share a table.
The idea that they would build a hole in a wall and build a wall around a table. It's so good. It's so
Harvey
funny.
Lime.
And here you actually get to see the Christmas present, you know. So.
Computers are my forte. Let me see.
There we go.
Computers. Oh, my forte.
We have a corridor shot here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, corridor. Watch ducks.
Very sterile, but yes, with ducks.
Yep.
Gotta have ducks.
And like some guy adjusting some kind of voltage machine with a headgear and blood on the tile.
Yeah.
Everything here is fine. This is no problem.
The other, I had totally forgotten about this bit, and I love it.
So funny.
Like, especially when she lifts her headphone cup and you hear screaming and...
Well, I love when you read the teletype, it's like, oh no, no more.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah, please stop.
There it is.
Did you get your automatic warning there, Rob?
Can't stand. Please stop. No,
what is
don't.
that you're putting on my head?
Why am I here? I have done nothing.
Why are you asking me these questions?
Please. Oh God, no.
It's dark, man.
It's really dark.
And this movie is now on a collision course towards more dark.
Yeah, it doesn't get any brighter, you know?
The right man. Was I wrong? You killed Buttle. Sam, there are very rigid parameters laid down to prevent such things happening.
So just wait a moment. At 35 seconds, I think it's 35, he goes, and it wasn't my fault, or whatever.
I thought Buttle's heart condition didn't appear on Tuttle's file.
It's not my fault that Mr. Buttle's heart condition didn't appear on Mr. Tuttle's file.
There's a part later where he's tickling his daughter, saying, "We'll just have to interrogate Mr. Tuttle at the same voltage as Mr. Buttle."
Yeah.
He can play the creepy, man.
Oh. Yeah. There was a yoink moment.
Oh, did I?
No, you
oh no,
still have a
I'm.
minute. Yeah. I love you.
You just take that. Whoop.
Power today, pleasure tomorrow.
Taking your house.
Let me talk to you about ducks.
I do like that.
Oh yeah, there's one coming up. I was so heartened that y'all noticed it and put it in the notes ahead of me. Like, yeah, these are my friends.
Yeah. There is
Consumers for Christ.
The prosperity gospel is here for you.
Yep.
You know, you wouldn't think it, but one of us could have selected this as a Christmas movie because there is actually a lot of Christmas in this movie.
There is.
That's true. There's a lot of presents being given.
You know? Trees. There's everybody's apartment has like tipped over trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love that you can see through her bandages that she is starting to break down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gelatinized.
Weeping. Yep.
Yep. Just complications.
Complications.
Bounding like a gazelle.
That's really funny. Oh, so this is an audio.
Oh, I don't know. Somebody from information retrieval. They're always hanging around in lingerie.
That's weird.
CIA. They're always, hanging around the lingerie. Pneumatic tube bores. This was so funny. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You have this rigid thing that they're trying to send through a flexible tube, but boy, this was just like,
it's a good gag.
Everything about this thing is it's a good gag. It's all about the ducks, man.
Yep.
See if I can get the shot with him.
It's up to you.
Well, this does go on for a bit, but it's good physical comedy.
Yeah, there's a lot of slapstick in this movie. Like,
I mean, that's a cartoon moment with the pipe expanding like that. That's straight up Looney Tunes.
And then him walking out and having all of the paperwork sort of dropping from the.
We're free.
Yeah. It's good business.
This scene.
That's so gross. It's so gross. Dude, this totally grossed me out.
Yeah.
And it's really well realized. Like,
totally.
They built a suit and filled it with goo.
And his nose is sticking through it. I'm like,
I mean, this is just what happens when you base your entire infrastructure on ducts. Eventually, the ducts back up, and your pants get filled up. Oh, we just got detected with some more copyright.
I think that it's too much. Okay. Don't they see that our heads are in front of things?
Maybe I should make us bigger.
Yeah, maybe you should.
So we've talked about my face blindness stuff. I didn't recognize that this is the same girl.
Because she has long hair now?
Because she has long hair. It was like a good halfway through the sequence. I was like, oh!
So what you're saying is Clark Kent's disguise would absolutely fool you. Wait
Come
a
on,
second. You're
Clark
not
Kent's
Superman?
not Superman. They look totally different.
He doesn't wear glasses.
You can't
different
picture
guy.
Superman working at a newspaper, can you? Wait, where'd Rob
No,
go?
I'm back. I'm back. That was a different guy. He was just in my chair.
Malbralda.
Yep.
Care for a little necrophilia?
Yep.
Hardy R.
I think that's where I learned the word was this movie. Like, what is that?
Oh.
Okay, stop. Scooch back to 2:05:42.
All right, well, I'm going to go forward then 3 minutes to 2:05:32.
Oh. Well, you should hit 25 because that's Nate's.
Oh, I just liked if you can just play this a second, I think they do a zoom out here. I just like
nice.
That's great. It looks really good. And like you think of torture chambers as dungeons, and this is like a magnificent stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it absolutely says something, right? When you go in there and you see they've put that much space into that one little area.
Yep.
They're not going to waste anything on you. Like nothing will be too bad.
These people enjoy interrogation.
Yeah,
it's true.
So go to 05:42 and hit play for a moment.
Credit rating.
Go back a little bit. You got to hear that line.
If you hold out too long, you could jeopardize your credit rating.
Right. Also,
wow.
I do find that there's a bouncy ball and a pacifier.
Pacifier.
Yeah. So this guy's definitely ready for some torture.
And a fine Bosch hand drill. So,
yeah,
because only the
can you
best.
imagine how much fun it must have been to set up what items were going to be on the torture tray?
Yeah. Oh, God, this baby face.
Yeah, the baby mask.
Right the hell out.
I love it.
Oh.
Yeah, it is creepy AF.
Yeah.
They use a similar face in Happy Death Day And I kind of wonder if that's meant to be a reference here, because that's pretty intense. This whole sequence, man.
Oh, it's super intense and it's super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then we go into the escape.
Well, Tuttle's got to come back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we got some more boom.
Ow,
crash,
bang, look out,
bang,
look
bang, bang.
Ow.
But of course.
Ah, Mr. Lowry, so pleased you could make it. Right this way.
Right this way.
It's just a very surreal. I don't know. Like the parts that I like about the last portion of this movie are sort of the dreamlike parts, but yeah, this is where I feel like they added a lot of content, and I will admit, after hour 2, there's a lot of parts that I was a bit nonplussed by.
Yeah, this movie, the director's cut didn't help. We could go through this and in a good 20 minutes make a 90-minute movie that would have all the weird stuff that would make just as much sense.
Mother!
Different shoe hat.
Yeah.
Different shoe hat. Different woman.
Yeah.
That's Jill, Rob.
I did recognize her in this shot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I was just checking.
Yeah.
And Jill was his mother all along? Yeah.
I don't think so, but
yeah.
This is just a scene that I remember a lot. Is the
so gross,
super gross,
liquefied corpse of the woman. Dr. Chapman looking on.
Back down. Complications. And of course, what you realize is all of this is just where his brain has gone.
Yeah, he's having a bad day. Pressure gauge is running a little low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he's just humming the theme. We stood underneath the sun. And Helmond was there, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed this movie, rewatching this one a lot. I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever need to watch it again unless somebody needs to see it for some reason, but it's a good movie, and it really is like peak Gilliam. This is the beginning of he's figured out his thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did it, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually really hard to get through this movie. I had to skip a lot. And,
it suffers. It's 30 minutes too long. And that's. I feel like that's been what's been great about movies in the last couple of years. Like, movies are getting shorter, and I think that's because of streaming. Like, people only care about the first 20 minutes of movies anyway.
Well, some movies are getting shorter.
Sure.
All the superhero movies are super long yet.
Yeah, it's true.
All the fantasy movies are super long.
Well, I mean, let's be clear. We still don't know how Batman's parents died. You know?
You mean Martha? You mean Martha?
Yeah.
Or how Spider-Man got his powers.
Right? I mean, it's a mystery that has to be answered in the next movie. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So thank you for your choice, Nate.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think it's Chris's turn.
It is. And so I've been wanting to do this one, and I keep on wanting to do like some other ones like Nemesis or Free Jack or one of those things, but I have to get this one out of my system, and I hope you don't mind. It's Arthur C. Clarke, Roy Scheider, John Lithgow. We're going to do 2010 and Helen Mirren.
Right.
This is a great movie. I love this movie so much, so I am looking forward to watching it with you.
I'm excited as well. I had a near spiritual experience watching 2001 a year and a half ago, and haven't watched 2010 since. And I know it's not the same, but I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
So good. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Nate Ostendorp.
See you later.
Chris DeBona.
Thank you.
Rob Roseboom.
See ya.
This has been episode 588 of Geeks in Space. We'll see you Friday. We'll talk about some news.